Hey guys, it's Patrick with PositivelyPatrick.com, life and business transformation coaching. Today I want to talk to you about negative people, how they're impacting you, how they're keeping you from moving forward, and how to get them out of your way so that you can live your life more awesome. If you're struggling with someone in your life who maybe is a negative person or maybe is somebody who just isn't really very supportive of you, you're not alone. We've all had that happen. So one of the most common things that a lot of my clients who are going through major life changes, who are really becoming awake and moving forward in their life, the things that they deal with is the friends that they've had in the past who end up really holding them back. Because let's face it, when we're not in the best place in life or we're not really in our ideal spot, we end up attracting other people who have similar tendencies, who are also not in the best spot. And one of the hardest things for people to do is to make the decision and figure out how really to cut the cord and move forward, getting those people out of our way because they end up holding us back. One of the examples that I like to give people is of the caterpillar and the butterfly. The caterpillar crawls around, eats different things on the ground and leaves, and it hangs out with the other caterpillars. Now, caterpillars go through a metamorphosis and they become butterflies, much like we do. We go through life and we get into big change and we figure things out, and we can then take and spread our wings and fly. So what does the caterpillar do when it becomes a butterfly? It spends most of its time flying around. Now, you may see a butterfly on the ground every once in a while, hanging out with its caterpillar buddies. I don't know, but I do know that the caterpillar is meant to crawl around on the ground and the butterfly is meant to fly. So equate this to yourself. If you have people in your life who are constantly disappointing you, who are constantly treating you in a manner that is not the way you want to be treated, it may be time for you to ask yourself how you can take off like the butterfly and leave your old caterpillar buddies behind. And it really comes down to this. It's your choice to do that. Now, I know that there's a lot of guilt that can come along with it, and oftentimes we feel bad because we feel that those people were there with us and they were our friends and they supported us in that dark period. And that may well be the case. That doesn't necessarily mean just because they did something for us in the past, it doesn't mean that we need to allow them to stay in our lives to continue to impact us negatively. It's not doing us any good and it's not doing them any good. Now, it also doesn't mean that you need to be mean to them or that you need to distance yourself 100% from them. That butterfly might stop down every once in a while and wave at the caterpillars, or it may even stop on the ground and say, hey guys, what's up? It's choosing to give a little bit of energy. If a butterfly could choose, I'm not sure, but you need to choose how much energy you're willing to give that person. Remember, if we have a lot of negativity in our lives and we have a lot of negative people, that doesn't leave room for the positive. So one of the first things you need to do is decide what kind of people you want to surround yourselves with, and you need to start going out and seeking them. Look for ideals that you find attractive in others and start to make sure that everyone you bring into your life has those ideals. And you also need to, of course, work on limiting the energy that you give to those people from your past. If it's a family member, that can be very difficult, but you have to make a decision to approach them always with love and realize that they're not at the same place as you are. You may be more awake. You may have other things going for you in your life. They may be having a very difficult time. So give them the credit for that. Approach it with the thought of, I realize that this person is negative. I realize that they are that way because they've had a difficult time in life. And I want to show them love and sympathy. So I'm going to call them, for instance, if this is a family member. And if it's not a family member or somebody that you can move away from, the end game might be, I choose to call them less. I choose to allow them in my life. I choose not to allow them in my life as much. I choose to bring in and focus on the good people. So those are a couple of tips and just a way to think about it with the butterfly. Remember, it's important to make room in your life for the good and get rid of the bad. So I hope that that's helpful, and I want you to take and apply that to help make your life more awesome. Until next time.